Okay, today we're going to talk about doing running records online using Raz-Kids. The first thing you're going to do is log in and then click Manage Students and then go to Assignments. Once you're in Assignments, they have a section for assessments. It's hidden right here where it says Assign an Assessment. You're going to click on that and then you're going to click on Running Record. Once you're in here, you'll have a list of all your students' names. I have a kiddo named Test, so we can test it out. So I'm going to click on him, and he's reading at a level A. So I'm going to click on level A. Just a reminder that Raz-Kid levels are different than Fontes and Pinnell levels by a little bit. There are online conversion charts that you can use to get an idea of what that would mean for Fontes and Pinnell. As you can see, this has a double A level and it has a Z1 and Z2 level, which don't exist for Fontes and Pinnell. So I'm going to click on Fruits and Assign Assignment. And then I am, now that it's assigned, I can show you what it looks like for the kids. So in the kids view, let's go to that. We are going to see Test right here. And he's going to need to log in. Test is a turtle. And go. Now, this is looking a little different because normally we just have the reading room, the level up, and if you give assignments, the assignments are down here. Test doesn't have any assignments right now, so it's empty. But then up in the left-hand corner, you'll see this rocket ship, and it says Flight Check. Okay, this is where the student will take the assessment. So go ahead and click on that. And here's the book Fruits that is the flight check. Okay, and right there is a little bit of a microphone, so they're gonna have to click that.
It will take up to 15 minutes to complete all 3 steps of this assignment. If you do not have time to complete the assignment, stop now and come back to the computer later.
So this is just letting the kids know that you can't come back to this. You need to have enough time to work on this without interruption. So do I have enough time? Yep, I do. So then I need to start reading, and it says it needs to use my microphone. I'm going to allow it to do so. Now it's recording. These are plums. These are pears. These are bananas. These are grapes. These are apples. These are oranges. These are lemons. These are fruits.
Retell in your own words what you just read.
Okay. So,
tell as much as you can remember. Click record to begin.
Okay, so I'm going to click record. And I will say, the book was all about fruit. There were oranges and apples, etc., etc. And then we move on to the next thing. It says the oranges and pears. How are the oranges and pears the same? And you can click on it to hear it too.
How are oranges and pears the same?
Are they both orange or are they both round? Right?
They are both round.
So this is more of, this doesn't apply as much to the Fontes and Pinnell assessment, but it does give an idea of your students' comprehension. So we'll move on to the next one. So what is this book all about? Kinds of fruit.
Kinds of fruits.
The next one. In what group do grapes belong? A kind of fruit that is the same shape as plums, or a kind of fruit that is the same shape as bananas? Well, they're the same shape as plums, so we'll keep moving on. Which kind of fruit can you see on the last page of the book? Oh, which kind of fruit can you see on the last page of the book? There was oranges. Which word starts with the same sound as pears, plums? So it does a variety of different kind of comprehension.
You have completed your 3-step assignment.
Tests.
You earned 300 stars.
Way to go! Okay, so then we can move back to the teacher section to take a peek at what that looks like on our end. So we're going to go ahead and go back. So in the basket, we're going to check in the basket. And now that we're in the basket, we can see that Test recorded completed this today, our running record. So I'm going to click that. And this is how it works. You can see that it has the 3 parts: the reading, the retelling, and the quiz. And we can listen to the recording of the child by pressing this play button. To do so. Now it's recording. These are plums. These are pears. These are bananas. These are grapes. These are apples. These are oranges. These are lemons. These are fruit. And then I did make a mistake, so I'm going to highlight fruit. And it says omission. Did I forget the word? Did I insert a new word to the left or right of it? Did I mispronounce it? Was there a different word said? Did I repeat the word multiple times? Did I self-correct? I did self-correct, so I guess I could click that. But I did delete an S ending. So if I wanted to take notes on that, I could. I'm going to say self-correct. I caught that. And I could write a note to the student and say, don't forget to check the end of words for S, ing, ed, er, etc. Maybe that's what I would say. And then note to myself, still dropping S endings. Okay. So then I have my notes, and I can save and go to the retelling. And then the book was all about fruit. There were oranges and apples, etc., etc. And then, so summary, did they summarize the idea? Yep, I said it was all about fruit. Vocabulary, this is a bit different, we can agree, than Fontes and Pinnell, and it's kind of up to your discretion on how, if you want to use their rubric, or if you wanted to pull out a Fontes and Pinnell rubric and use that, that's fine. I would say overall, if you were reading a level A, that my summary was okay. It wasn't bad. I just didn't have as much of a retell in supporting details, I would say. Maybe I was missing a little bit of that. I should have said more fruit names. Was there any prompting, right? Did parents sit there and prompt? If you hear mom in the background saying, Mom, tell more, it'd probably be high. And if you don't hear mom in the background, it'd be none, right? And then we can go to the quiz. And the quiz is self-grading. And it looks good. And you're done. Voila. So then you have that information on the child of how they're doing. And it's just an easy peasy way to take a running record. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the reports now. So let's go to reports. And we'll go to assessments. Oops. Assessments. And then we can take a look here. We have test, running record, and we have the word count, the accuracy, and the comprehension, and it just lists this all for you. So clearly, if the accuracy was quite low, you would know that this is not their instructional or independent level, but this is clearly an independent level. 100% is amazing. But if you were getting an 88%, you would know that it was much too hard of a text. So this is a great way to give a running record to a child. And it's its own system. It's not the same as Fontes and Pinnell, but it can be used in a very similar way. And it creates, it takes down some of those barriers that we've been experiencing with virtual learning. You're able to hear the child read all by themselves, give a full retell, and take a comprehension quiz. And it's a really good data point for an end-of-year report card, or just to keep within our own school to move on to the next teacher. I hope you learned a lot about how to use running records on Raz-Kids.